Hi, welcome to Patent Purple Life. My name's Jo and today I'm reviewing Thé Noir from Labo, so Black Tea 29. Okay, so this is what the brand says about the fragrance. I'm just going to be reading this from my laptop. Thé Noir Black Tea 29 is an ode to the noble leaf and the craft that surrounds it. Thé Noir 29 combines depth and freshness, softness and strength through permanent oscillation between the light of bergamot, fig and bay leaves and the depth of cedarwood, vetiver and musk. A special extraction of black tea leaves wraps up the composition by bringing to the formula a dry, leafy, hay, tobacco feeling in the dry down to transform this creation into a sensuous and addictive essence. Okay, that's what Labo say. This is what I say. So we got an idea of the notes from the brand's description of this fragrance. The nose behind this fragrance is Frank Vogel. He is the nose behind Florentine Iris from Ermenegildo Zegna, which is one of my favourite iris fragrances. He also did Iris 39 from Labo, which is a fragrance that I don't get on with at all. He's done a couple of the Marc Jacobs Daisy flankers, and he's also done the recent Glossier fragrance, which is much raved about in the YouTube community. When I first sprayed this, I got super excited because it was tea with a dash of bergamot, and I thought, oh, this is going to be interesting and it's really going to develop, and the bergamot is super fresh and super zingy and invigorating, and the tea's more subtle and it's interesting. Within about 30 seconds to a minute, I get this sour note on the skin, and it stays on the skin for about 5 minutes, and I'm not sure what it is, but my skin doesn't like it for this kind of period of 5 minutes. After the initial kind of like extreme loveliness, I get sourness on the skin. I also spritzed this on my sister and exactly the same thing happened to her. Initial ooh, and then ew, and then after 5 minutes of ew, she was kind of like not interested. I persevered, however. After the sour, I get fig with a touch of herbal, and then it goes in and out and it subsides, but I don't get tea, and I'm not averse to a tea fragrance. I am from the UK. I drink a huge amount of tea. I drink a lot of tea. Decaffeinated tea, English breakfast tea, Lapsang Souchong, Darjeeling tea. I drink a lot of tea, so I was excited for this. But the tea element is like for 30 seconds and then it's something sour, and then I don't get any tea, I get fig. The other thing about this fragrance for me within the first 4 hours is that it's super linear. So you have this flash of bright bergamot with the tea element, with the subtle but beautiful tea element. Then it's 5 minutes of sour, and then it's fig. And it's fig from 15 minutes in for the rest of the day. It's super linear. So hours 0 to 4 fig, hours 4 to 8 fig. 100ml of this is £175. I think it's quite expensive. I got my 15ml bottle as part of the Liberty Advent Calendar for 2017. The 15ml, this size, is £52. I think that's quite a lot. Obviously, the larger size you buy, the better value it is, but £52. It made the Advent Calendar that I got from Liberty really good value, but I think it's quite expensive. This fragrance is called Thé Noir, black tea. I think it should be called fig because it smells like fig. It's a very figgy fragrance. If you're going into this thinking that you're going to get like a really interesting, amazing, smoky black tea fragrance, you're not. You're going to get fig. I would say that this fragrance is a grower. After my initial disappointment, I've been wearing this. I'm doing a project pan, which you can see more details on my Instagram channel, and this is the fragrance that I'm working through for the rest of the project pan, which is January, February and March. As a result, I wear this fragrance regularly, and so it's growing on me. And it's not that I don't like the fragrance, but it is that A, it's not black tea, it's fig, and B, there's this sour something that happens at the beginning which kind of spoils it, and then it's just fig. and it's just fig, and it's just fig, and it's just fig. So 15ml I consider to be a luxury sample, and the truth of this is that I would not buy a full-size bottle because it's not what I think it should be. It's not a black tea fragrance. That's not to say I don't like Le Labo. I have a funny relationship with Le Labo, and I'll go more into that in a different video. In a few weeks I'm going to be reviewing all of the Le Labo fragrances because I bought the Discovery set, so I have all 17 fragrances that are available from the brand in the UK. That includes the City Exclusive, the Pepper one, and also another 13. So I've got all of the fragrances, and I have been playing with them, and I'm going to rate them in terms of what I think is best. So I'm familiar with the brand. There are aspects of it I like, aspects of it that I don't. Black Tea 29. It's not full bottle worthy. It's nice, but it doesn't do what it says on the tin, so it's not tea. And it's fig, and it's linear on my skin. If you have this fragrance and you love it, it's your signature scent, I'm sorry that I don't agree with you, but please let me know in the comments below what it is that you love about this fragrance. If you've enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. There'll be more videos to come, and I will see you in the next one.